Today, I'm sharing what I think will be the 7 top winners of the next crypto bull run. With hundreds of projects to choose from, I found the highest quality projects that have massive upside potential. If you want to know what I'm buying now for the next bull cycle, then keep watching. Welcome back to the Virtual Bacon channel, where I teach you how to build wealth in crypto. Bear markets are the perfect time to find the winners for the next bull cycle. The hype around projects are quiet, letting us focus on who's really building and shipping quality projects. For the next bull cycle, I see 4 big narratives playing out. Let me introduce them first, then we will dive deep into each one with our top picks. First is the dominance of Ethereum and its layer 2 ecosystem. Every project and blockchain uses Ethereum related technology today. Ethereum has the clearest roadmap to mass adoption, and its ecosystem will dominate the market share. Once Ethereum becomes scalable with the full implementation of Ethereum 2.0 and layer 2s, it's game over for its competitors. Number 2 is interoperability. The crypto space will not be on a single blockchain, as different chains are designed to solve specific problems. These chains all need to communicate with each other, not only to send assets across chains, but also opens up more advanced applications that runs on multiple chains. Number 3 is modular blockchains. Modular blockchains are a new way to build blockchains by separating the data storage layer with the execution layer. This makes blockchains much more customizable for your application's specific needs. Lots of projects are exploring this direction as the next generation of blockchains. And number 4 is non-financial use cases for blockchain technology. We've all seen the potential of DeFi and other financial related applications of the blockchain. Now, some projects are changing the way we use the internet and social media with the help of blockchain's decentralization technology. Okay, these are the 4 main narratives that I'll be focusing on in this video, and the list I'm about to give you is made up of the 7 best coins that go with these narratives. Let's get started. The top pick for my next bull run is Ethereum. Ethereum is the king of altcoins, and I think it provides the best combination of upside potential and ability to survive. As a quick recap, the Ethereum virtual machine is a network of distributed computers that's used to run blockchains. The EVM dominates financial use cases and smart contracts, so if DeFi, NFTs, and smart contracts continue to survive, Ethereum will as well. While lots of altcoins outperform Ethereum for certain periods of time, a lot of these projects are still at risk of fading into oblivion. I'm sorry to break it to you, but stats show most projects are more likely to fail than not. Ethereum isn't just another coin that comes and goes with cycles, and that's why you see it in all quality portfolios. In the last cycle, Ethereum did a 40x from $100 to $4,000. As valuations gets bigger, it's hard to see these kinds of returns again. But here's why I think Ethereum can still do really well for the next cycle. We now have Ethereum 2.0, which was the first big step to improving the Ethereum user experience for mainstream adoption. Last cycle, Ethereum was super congested, with transactions costing over $100. In this cycle, we saw the advancements of sidechains and layer 2s, which provides a similar experience but much cheaper transaction fees. On top of that, transactions can even be settled within just a few seconds instead of a minute like on the main Ethereum network. This makes it much more comparable to user experiences of traditional Web 2 applications. Going into the next cycle in 2023, Ethereum will continue to see speed and cost improvements thanks to Ethereum 2.0. Sharding will be coming sometime in 2024, which separates the main Ethereum network into different shards based on their intended use cases. This will further improve the usability of the network. On top of this, layer 2s are becoming much more commonplace, and we're starting to see both traditional companies and retail users adopt layer 2s in order to use Ethereum. There is simply no second best for Ethereum's network effects. Most crypto users use some form of Ethereum wallet, and most crypto developers develop on the EVM technology. It's now clear that Ethereum will become massively scalable in the future. The only question is when. Another benefit of Ethereum 2.0 is that ETH issuance was cut down by over 90%. Combined with the token burning mechanism of EIP 1559, more ETH are burned every day now than there are new ETH created. This has truly made Ethereum a deflationary token, so this means that as network activity increases, more ETH will be burned, further decreasing the ETH supply. As Ethereum 2.0 is the biggest upgrade ever to the protocol, I'd expect many large players to still be skeptical about its new economic design. Therefore, I don't think the deflationary nature and the 10% plus staking yield is priced in just yet. As more and more time goes on into the first half of 2023, people will start to see the stability of Ethereum 2.0. The longer time goes on, the less risky it becomes for Ethereum 2.0 to fail, and the more capital will be slowly deployed into Ethereum to take advantage of its deflationary nature and staking rewards. I expect the full effects of ETH 2.0 to kick in a year after the merge in mid-2023, which makes the current time an incredible opportunity to accumulate. At today's price of $1,200, Ethereum still has a massive potential to grow until the next cycle. If we assume ETH can reach a new all-time high that's 2x the previous high in 2021, that gives us a rough target of $10,000. This would be about 8x from where we are today. I think we can use this as the base case for all other altcoins. If they cannot outperform the 8x potential of Ethereum, they would not be worth it. Ultimately, I'm holding Ethereum because I believe its scalability issues will eventually get fixed through sharding, Ethereum 2.0, and layer 2s, and its network effects now are unquestionable. Speaking of layer 2s, they are definitely here to stay, which brings me to my next pick, Polygon. If there's a layer 2 token to hold, it's Polygon's Matic token. Right now, Polygon is the leading layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum, and as Ethereum continues to dominate the decentralized application space, it's clear that Polygon will continue to ride the same adoption wave. If you're unfamiliar, layer 2 solutions are used by blockchains to batch thousands of transactions into one in order to reduce fees and congestion of the network. Another plus for Polygon is that unlike other layer 2 scaling solutions, Polygon supports all type of layer 2 technologies, whether it's POS sidechain, optimistic rollup, ZK rollup, app chains, privacy chain, or whatever new technology that emerges in the future. It's clear that Polygon's approach is to latch on to the Ethereum layer 2 narrative and adapt to whichever technology that ends up being the winning solution. This makes them extremely flexible and highly likely to survive in the long run. During the last bull cycle, when Ethereum transactions got out of hand, many turned to Polygon because it was the first and most widely adopted layer 2 solution. Polygon has recently made news for its ability to bridge brand name companies into Web3. They've proven their top-notch business development team, landing partnerships with Starbucks, Meta, and even Reddit. In terms of price performance, Matic was arguably the best performer in the last cycle, shooting up from 2 cents all the way to $3, a 150x increase. However, Matic is a top 10 coin now, so it's unrealistic to expect the same results. Since Polygon is part of the Ethereum narrative, it needs to outperform ETH in order to be worth investing in. So to outperform ETH by even 50%, Matic needs to go up 12x by the next bull run peak. This puts Matic at a $10 price and a $70 billion in valuation. This is quite a big ask, so while I expect both coins to perform well, I still think Ethereum's price could be more undervalued than Polygon currently. Ultimately, my approach is to watch the layer 2 space and see which network is seeing real adoption and has the most upside based on their valuations. While Polygon is the leader in the space right now, some highly notable competitors are popping up, such as Arbitrum, Optimism, and ZK Sync. I'm about to drop a video breaking down all the layer 2s, so make sure to subscribe for that. Moving on, for my next pick, I'm venturing out of the Ethereum ecosystem into the Cosmos. The Cosmos ecosystem strives to be the internet of blockchains and offers a new perspective on scalability and interoperability. The Atom token is the native token of the Cosmos Hub, which is one of the 50 blockchains in the Cosmos ecosystem. All blockchains in the Cosmos are known as app chains, and if you're not familiar, app chains are applications that are built as their own native blockchain instead of an application on an existing layer 1. The next major difference of the Cosmos is app chains can communicate via something called inter-blockchain communication, or IBC. IBC is an alternative to bridges and allows assets to be sent from one blockchain to another while reducing the risk of mega bridge hacks that have become way too common. And while the Cosmos technology has had a ton of adoption since 2018, its tokenomics has been hurting the token price for many years. Atom is the native token of the Cosmos ecosystem, and Atom staking has been inflating the token by 10 to 20% per year and doesn't have a capped supply. And back in the days, Atom token had no real utility within the Cosmos technology. However, the reason it's one of my top picks for 2023 is because the tokenomics has been completely changed for the better with Atom 2.0. Atom 2.0 focuses on aligning the adoption of Cosmos with Atom price growth. They aim to reduce the inflation down to around 1% per year, a significant change from 10% before. The Cosmos Hub will also be adopting a technology called interchain security, which I think will change the game for the Atom token. Interchain security allows new applications to build their own chain on top of the Cosmos stack and borrow the security and validator set of the main Cosmos hub. This means new chains can create their own blockchain and their token without securing their own network and having a large amount of stakers. The chains who use this security feature will have to pay a fee to the Cosmos hub. These fees will then go to Atom stakers. So if you stake Atom, you will not only earn Atom rewards, but also the native coins of all the chains that choose to build on Cosmos and use this interchain security. So far, most Cosmos native projects have committed to using interchain security. And most notably, Circle, the issuer of the USDC stablecoin, is also committed to using the technology in order to bring USDC to the Cosmos ecosystem. Looking at Atom's price since the last cycle, Atom surged from $5 to $40 for an 8x growth. A respectable return, but definitely not fulfilling its full potential. Most layer 1s that came after Cosmos with a much smaller vision had even achieved 30 to 40x returns. So Atom definitely underperformed. Personally, I think Atom deserves to be a top 10 coin. At the peak of the 2021 bull market, top 10 coins had a valuation of over $50 billion. So this is my optimistic target for Atom by the next bull run peak. This translates to $160 per coin as a price target. My next top altcoin pick is Chainlink. I know what you're thinking. Why Chainlink? It's so old and nobody is talking about it now. But that's precisely why I think Link could make a massive comeback. Most people still think Chainlink is only an Oracle solution, but in 2022, Link has been heavily moving in the interoperability space with their CCIP protocol. Chainlink CCIP, or cross-chain interoperability protocol, is very different from the legacy Cosmos or Polkadot model, as it only connects existing blockchains but doesn't require them to be tied down in a closed ecosystem. This design is the future of interoperability solutions. We've seen how Chainlink was quick to deploy their Oracle to every chain and become the #1 Oracle provider for the entire DeFi space. This clearly shows that their team is capable of penetrating the market and even become a monopoly. My hope is for them to integrate the interoperability solution for all blockchains. This will allow every blockchain to connect with each other with Chainlink as the default interoperability solution, just like how they became the default Oracle solution. Another plus for Link is its deep recognition in the DeFi space. Every major DeFi protocol uses Chainlink oracles and integrates the Link token in its products. Therefore, if we get another DeFi hype wave, Link is also likely to follow that wave, just like in DeFi summer of 2020. Looking at its price performance, Link flew under the radar in the 2021 bull market, mainly because their hype wave came early in 2020. Chainlink's previous all-time high is $50. If we assume Link can move into the top 10 to top 20 coin ranks by the next bull cycle, that puts Link at a peak valuation of $30 to $40 billion, which translates to a price target of $60 to $80. Next on the list, we have the Open Network and the Tong coin. The Open Network is a blockchain made by Telegram, a globally accessible messaging platform that's used by pretty much everyone in crypto. If you haven't been in crypto for that long, you might not know that Telegram has had their own ICO back in 2018. They raised over $1.7 billion for the Open Network, or TON, but later on they had to refund all the money as they were hunted down by the SEC. Today, Telegram still has a massive user base which will be integrated with the TON blockchain. The current use of the TON network is for Telegram users to trade user IDs as NFTs, as well as other decentralized messaging usages like TON proxy, TON sites, and TON payments. There are rumors that Telegram plans to turn the chat app into a wallet for every user, and this feature is technically already there. You just need to search for the username wallet in Telegram, and it will let you set up your own crypto wallet right in Telegram. When this gets rolled out to the public, it will have a massive network effect built in from day one, as Telegram is comparable to major social media giants. The open network reminds me a lot of Solana before their 2021 pump. Solana's peak valuation was $70 billion, but that number is honestly a bit too optimistic. You need to keep in mind that TON has a large amount of tokens to be unlocked, with only 1.4 billion of the 5 billion total tokens currently circulating. If we estimate 3 billion tokens to be unlocked by the next bull market, this gives us a price target of $23 per TON coin. As you can see, this is only about a 9x increase from the current price, which isn't that much better than Ethereum's ROI, even for the super optimistic estimates that we have. So with this in mind, I plan to wait for TON price to finish its recent pump and become cheap again before buying in. As always, make sure to do your own research before you buy anything. And one of the biggest mistakes I see investors make is buying only because someone else told you to. To see if you're making any common mistakes, check out my most recent video on the top 6 crypto investing mistakes to avoid. Link is in the description. Moving on to the last 2 picks, which are both infrastructure projects for the decentralized web narrative. For the 6th altcoin pick, we have Filecoin, which is a blockchain built for storing files for the decentralized internet. It's no secret that big tech runs the internet. Cloud computing is a billion-dollar business and is one of the leading revenue generators for companies like Amazon and Google. However, most blockchains today run on data centers built by big tech. This centralization risk is why Web3 projects are using blockchain technology for something other than finance. If you're a fan of any projects around decentralized social media, decentralized web hosting, messaging apps, etc., chances are that they're integrating Filecoin through their IPFS technology. IPFS stands for the Interplanetary File System. What a cool name, right? This is a file sharing system that can be leveraged to more efficiently store and share arbitrary files with anyone in the world. And it's completely decentralized. It's popular for things like NFT metadata or storing pictures and videos that people want to keep online without censorship. It's also used a lot in unstoppable websites. The IPFS standard is like the HTTP standard but for Web3. Filecoin has been in development since 2017 and sits atop the decentralized internet narrative. If the decentralized web takes off, Filecoin will be integrated into every application, creating a surge for the token demand. However, one major concern I have for Filecoin is its tokenomics. In the last cycle, it reached a ridiculously high price of $180 with a fully diluted valuation of $260 billion. For context, Bitcoin today is only at a $320 billion valuation. Today, the price of Filecoin sits at below $3, which is still at a $5 billion fully diluted valuation, as only 20% of the tokens has been released so far. So while I'm bullish on Filecoin's narrative, I don't think it's going to reach a new all-time high. Using the optimistic estimate again, with Filecoin potentially reaching top 20 coin ranks and maybe $20 to $30 billion in valuation, this means FIL or Filecoin currently has around 5 to 6x growth potential. This makes it not so attractive at current prices compared to the 8x we're expecting for Ethereum. Therefore, I'll continue to wait for Filecoin's valuation to drop before allocating to it. My entry target is below $2 billion in fully diluted valuation for Filecoin. And this brings us to my 7th and final altcoin pick, Arweave. Arweave is another infrastructure project focusing on decentralized cloud storage solutions. Since 2019, Arweave has become one of the largest data storage solutions for layer 1 networks such as Ethereum, Avalanche, Polkadot, Cosmos, Near, etc. Here's why their tech is such a game changer. As blockchains become massive over time, they'll need a way to store their data safely and in a decentralized fashion. So Arweave has a clear use case for exactly this. Traditional internet storage is not only centralized, but faces a massive link rot problem. You may not know this, but over 30% of links are broken within 2 years on the internet, and 70% of links from before 1998 are inaccessible. This poses a problem for blockchains as their storage files get increasingly bigger and older. Storage also plays a huge role in NFTs. Most NFT data is stored off-chain because layer 1s were not built to store rich data. The problem is this off-chain data is often stored in a centralized server and links can become outdated. If the off-chain data for your NFT is lost, it's essentially useless. You can't even see the picture, video, or whatever was there initially. This is why Arweave focuses on permanent storage, unlike Filecoin, which focuses on file system and access. Think of Filecoin and IPFS like the HTTP standard for Web3, while Arweave acts more like the Web3 Google Drive. Instagram just announced recently that they are backing up their user posts and NFTs using Arweave. This further proves that Arweave is one of the only core infrastructures behind the decentralized web narrative that has actually been proven useful. If this narrative becomes big, investors will likely flock to Arweave. In terms of tokenomics, Arweave has a much bigger growth potential than Filecoin. In the last cycle, Arweave went from $2 to $80 for a cool 40x. Today, it's back down to below $8 with a current valuation of only $400 million. If we assume the AR token can move into the top 40 coin ranks by the next bull run peak, that puts it at a $15 to $20 billion valuation based on the 2021 bull market numbers that we were using. This gives us a target of $300 to $400 per Arweave coin, which is a 45 to 50x price target. Not bad if you ask me. So that wraps up my top 7 altcoin picks for the next bull run. Remember, while I'm bullish on the fundamentals for these projects, some of them have dropped to really attractive buying opportunities, while others are still relatively overvalued. So make sure you have a clear plan for the entry and price targets. The rule of thumb is risky altcoins have to at least outperform Ethereum in order to be worth investing in. It's all about valuations and how much ROI you could potentially get for the risk. Remember, bear markets present the easiest buying opportunities to build wealth in the next bull run, as long as you are patient. This is really the period you should follow and study the crypto space deeply. So head over to virtualbacon.com and sign up to my free newsletter with over 8,000 friendly readers. Every week, I write about the latest market events, hottest narratives, and my personal investing insights. If you like this content, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.